Hello, Glitch Reaper here, back for some more Magic Duels Story mode. And in this case, we're going to be going up against Ulamog with the last part for Battle of Zendikar. So, let's head in and show what this is all about. Thanks to the cover you provided, Jace and Nissa were able to align the Hedrons and trap Ulamog. But suddenly a fresh wave of Eldrazi rises up from the depths of the sea. They're everywhere. There is no time to plan, you have to fight. See, this is a nice aligned Hedron network. There are all these nice glowy floaty rocks. Well, they're special stones that are carefully carved and filled with nice amounts of mana. And there's other floating rocks around this plane, but hey, it's just kind of a little wild. Meanwhile, Ulamog is calling for reinforcements, so time to get rid of those, if at all possible. Ulamog, it's only a time before Ulamog breaks his bonds. Defeat the Tide of Eldrazi before it's too late. Starting on my turn, but he starts with 30 points of life and I start with 20. A little biased in his favor. And it's a tricky deck to work with. This has a lot of RNG, so stuff goes crazy really fast. Okay, I'll probably be able to get that out fast, but I can use Evolving Wilds to get that. And this deck has a lot of mana, so I should be okay. I'll try starting out this way. So, Evolving Wilds. I'll take a Plains. Even though it's not necessarily the most important one to search for, I'm taking Plains. Because there's like one island. But I need that so I can cast this next turn. Okay, that was a good call because I did not in fact get any other kind of land. Okay. See, this one is 2/2, and whenever it or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control gain first strike until end of turn. So it could come in handy, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how the other Tide of Mana goes here. And can I get enough to actually do things with? Of course, having a second one is nice too. I could go with that. Means even if they did have a creature that had flash or something where they could just pop it out in my turn, this one would still probably take them out because first strike. And they only have a couple mana, so they can't be anything big. Also, I don't think Ulamog has anything with flash involved. So I'm chipping away, and I have to get that enormous 30 points of life down. I've had bigger myself, but that's under different circumstances. But that's starting life, not earned otherwise. Blister Pod. Whenever it dies, you put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature token onto the battlefield. It has sacrificed this creature. Add 1 colorless to your mana pool. So this is a way of gaining Eldrazi's. So they're going to try to do some ads. Oh, another Evolving Wilds. Okay. I think I'll go and use this, and I will get that mountain. So I can cast my other ally next turn. So let's... Well, actually... see, yeah, those both take 2 green and a lot more, so that wouldn't be good. Stasis Snare might be good to have later. Okay, let's go with the mountain so that my Fire Mantle Mage will be able to come out next turn. I'm gonna attack with both of these because it's only got 1 creature. It can't block with both of them, and it's definitely going to die. Yeah, I know it'll get an Eldrazi Scion, but I did get some more damage through. Also, I was noticing with some previous attempts that there are alternate artworks for these Eldrazi Scions. So there's several artworks of this token you'll find in the game, which is interesting. Like this one is apparently underwater, but it has nothing to do with the color blue. Okay. I've closed some of the margin, but it's still gonna peck at me. So, at least instead of being 10 points ahead, Ulamog's now only 7. Headrun Archive can be tapped to add 2 colorless to your mana pool, or pay 2 and tap and sacrifice it to draw 2 cards. So it might use that as a booster. Oh, had a free blade. This is good. Because whenever this one comes into the battlefield, and for every ally afterwards, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So yeah, it's just too bad you can't have this in the normal part of Magic Duels, because it's definitely one that would be with one of these sets. It's just not included. So okay, instead of doing my Fire Mantle Mage, I'm doing this. Now they're going to trigger and give everything first strike till end of turn, and I'll attack with both. So attack with all. Okay, taking down that margin a bit. This is a slow uphill battle. But I managed to shave off some points, and now Ulamog's only 3 points ahead. Again, this is like boss fight level here, and literally, he's one of the bosses of the Eldrazi, so that's very apt. Kozilek's Chandler. Tap, add 2 colors to your mana pool. Okay. So, yeah. That's a slight problem. Okay, got a little bit more mana to work with. That's good. I could cast Unified Front, or I could use Stasis Snare and get that thing out of my way. Because this is not good. I don't want him to use that as a booster. So I'm going to attack with all now and see if I can give it a big thunk. Okay, that helps. That helps. No block. Sweet. Just let that all through. Sometimes the AI does that, especially if it's trying to guard something specific. In this case, it's trying to guard these Scions so it can use them as a booster to its mana. You don't want it to get too many points or it'll summon some really big Eldrazi. Speaking of more mana, it just got... Wait, that's not what I thought it was. Blighted Steppe. Okay. Oh, Blighted Woodland. Tap, add 1 colors to your mana pool, or pay 3 generic and 1 green, and sacrifice Blighted Woodland. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards and put them onto the battlefield tab. Then shuffle your library. Okay, so it can get 2 more lands instead of just 1. I see where that's going. Yeah, I figured I was going to do that instantly. But they're all tapped, so I have at least some time to do some stuff. Ooh, Lantern Scout. That could help. Because whenever this one comes into play or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. So I can replenish myself while attacking. Let's do this. There's some of these other cards I'm going to save until later. Plus, my Had a Free Blade gets a power up. And all of them get lifelink and first strike. So the ally combos are definitely happening. Nice. So let's just go for it. I just really need to get as much life as possible before anything big comes out. And right now, the enemy has a lot of land. I took out their channeler, but that was a stopgap measure. Oh, thank you, lifelink. Okay, now I'm the one who's dramatically ahead. They still have their Scion and a lot of mana. And they can sack that too. Okay, they're using everything. Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger. When you cast Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, exile 2 target permanents. He's got Indestructible, and whenever he attacks, defending player exiles the top 20 cards of his or her library. And yes, that's a mythic rare in this set. Okay, I didn't sack entirely what I thought, but they brought their other one back. That's an issue. Prairie Stream. I can get white or blue. I have problem. Then again, if I attack with absolutely everything, I might deal a decent amount of damage and pull off a very quick shot. This could get really wild. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Environmental Mage, it's your time to shine. I may lose a few things. Like, definitely a few things, but they've only got a couple things to block with, and everyone's got Menace, so they can only really try that a little bit. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the computer suggestion and attack with all. May not seem like the wisest choice whenever I got that to deal with, but I don't have anything to get rid of them right now. The Chandler takes it out. Okay. Bonk. Here we go. So I've managed to curb some of it. Okay, now I'm over 30 points. Oh, that hit like a truck. There goes my Lantern Scout. Another blighted woodland. Okay, this could go terribly bad. I may be ahead right now, but that is not going to last. Okay, here comes the big attack. Oh, but they have a ton of mana, so do I really want to... I have a ton of life, so I'm going to skip blocking and see if I can attack them with everything that I can muster the next turn. So even if they cast something huge, there's only a few things that would really be a problem right now. I mean, my lifelink carried me around for a while, but we'll see. Oh, ends their turn. This could be good for me. Okay, Canopy Vista. Add... Okay, so as long as I have 2 or more basic lands, it doesn't enter the battlefield tapped. And, oh, this could be game in a good way. Because the ability here for Tajuru Warcaller is whenever it enters the battlefield or another ally enters under your control, creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Now I've got 3 creatures, so if I power them up, then that means they'll be able to deal 12 points of damage and the enemy has 7. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Uh-oh. Unnatural Aggression Devoid. Target creature you control fights target creature and opponent controls. The creature, if the creature and opponent controls would die this turn, exile it instead. Okay, so they're not doing what I thought they were. They threw this instant out, and for a while I thought they was going to counter, and I hadn't seen them counter before, so I'm going, what's going on? But no, this is them doing a quick fight. So let's see what goes on here. Oh, another one? They're doing 2 unnatural aggressions. So they just smashed those 2. Oh, and another one. Oh my gosh. That was terribly unlucky. That was like horribly unlucky. Oh my gosh. This could still go in Ulamog's favor. This really is a tremendously tough fight. I was doing pretty well for a while, but I don't think I'll be able to emphasize how hard this fight actually is. So I need to somehow get past that. Okay, they're going for the attack, which means they're trying to mill me out. Which means they're grinding cards off my library. That term derived from an old thing called millstone, and millstone grinds cards off the top of your opponent's deck. Oh my gosh, they have one card, and I have my War Caller again. Let's see this time. Will I go through? Oh my gosh, this is super narrow. Okay, please don't counter this with anything. Please let me go through. Okay. No block. Oh, barely. Check how narrow this was. -1 to 3. Wait, did I just finally get that achievement? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm gonna show something after this fight. It's like, really? Because I did not think I would ever get that achievement because of the sheer mind-boggling stupidity of how unlikely it is. Oh my gosh, I got that during this fight. Oh, well, at the very end, but oh dear goodness. Gideon's army, you pulled through for me in a way that totally I did not expect. It wasn't just getting through, taking out Ulamog. No. You did something that's based on, like, some total meta stuff I'm going to show here. Okay. Let's... Delver of Secrets. Won a duel with 5 or fewer cards in your library. Yeah. I did not expect the power of Ulamog's super milling to... or mega milling to get me an achievement and the narrowness of this fight. Oh my gosh. Well, back to the story part. Okay. You've given this battle your all, repelling the Eldrazi long enough for Jace and Nissa to assault Ulamog with an intense blast of power. It's working. If the three of you can hold on for another moment, you'll have won. That's when you feel the land shift beneath you. Dun dun dun! Yeah, you see, this is the end of battle for Zendikar. But next up... well, story mode, we will be having Oath of the Gatewatch. And that's where the battle over Zendikar continues, and they try to stop the Eldrazi Titans further, to push back and try to free the plane from the Eldrazi's serious grip.